Okay, in the last session we have discussed about what are the lists, and in the list we have seen about like ordered list and unordered list. Okay, so we have seen about the list tag and ordered and unordered list. In ordered list you will be having the numbering format. In unordered list you will have circle, disc, or any different kinds of shapes that you will be having in what unordered list. And in ordered and unordered list we have seen nested list also, right? So see here, for anything if you want to write for the ordered list, you have to perform like OL. OL is for what? Ordered list. And in the ordered list, any list, it is LI represents for what? List of items. We wrote the list of items, whatever it is. So we can write any kind of items like water bottle, one is list of item, and then you can write some other list of item like mobile, anything. You can write some list of items like this, and after that we will be what? Closing. And if you want to specify some any type, we will give through the property. What is that? Attribute. So attribute will be adding some additional property for your tag. Already OL means it will be giving what? List of items, but by default it will be giving numbering. So if you want to change with any other like alphabets or any capital or small, whatever you want, you can specify using the type attribute. Same thing will be for the unordered list also. You will, and here also you will be adding what? List of items. Okay, so same common, and then how many ever you want you will be creating and closing the unordered list. Correct? So here we also have seen nested list. What is that? Nested list. Nested list means one list we will be having one more list. That is what is called nested list. Right? So you can have both combinations. In one ordered list, you can have unordered list also. Again, in unordered list, you can have ordered list also. Combination is also possible. That is what is called nested list. Okay, clear? So now let us see one more example on the nested list, all of you. Okay, I told about Visual Studio now. Did you all install? Okay, so now how we have to open the editor, that we are going file, and then you have to go to open folder. So where you have saved, I saved in D drive. Whatever folder that we have created, you have to select that and click on select folder, so that will be available for us. So in the last session we have created this unordered and ordered nested lists. Correct? Ordered list and unordered list we have seen, nested also. Here I will create one more nested list. Once again, see, nested ordered list dot html. So you have to save with what? Dot html. So it has been created. Now basic root tag is what? HTML. And inside this HTML you have to create, if you want, head or directly the body tag. In the body tag you will be performing the what? Lists, whatever it is. Now if you see the page, you can align some content or heading here like this in H2. Like you can give like it is an example of what? Nested list. And here you can have an attribute align, where this nested list text can come in the center of the page, center of the page. So like this you can give. And so if you wanted to add the color, see, actually in CSS we will get all the styles, but here also in HTML we will see few styles. Okay, so for anywhere, if you want to add some background color for your text, or complete body means what? Complete web page, no? So complete web page you want some background color. So for body tag or whatever it is, you have a attribute called, what is that? BG color. So when you give the BG color to the body tag, the background color will come. So you can give any color you want. So for displaying the colors, we have color codes are there, RGB color codes are there. I'll give you some list later, but always it is difficult to remember the color codings. If you are using Visual Studio, it will give you suggestions. Okay, or if you can't remember it, you can give directly the color also. Blue, pink, black, purple, green, whatever you want, you can provide the color. So then background color is this. Okay, purple. So now again I'm writing like OL for what? Ordered list. So this is the open tag and this is what? Closing tag. In this I'm going to write the list of items LI. What is that? List of items LI. So here you can specify any kind of list of items. So whatever you want. Now, in last session, we have seen about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and we have added few things. Suppose you wanted to add some books list if you want. So, Java book, and then you wanted to provide some list of item li like Python book, and also you wanted to provide some list of item like again you can provide some front end. Like this, you have given some different list of items. Now I'm going to save this and run once again. See, it is providing what? Background color as purple. And this nested list has come in the center of the page. So to apply the background color, we have to use what? BG color attribute. So this BG color attribute will give you what? Background color. Understood everyone? And now here let us add few items to this front end or Java or Python. Now what? For front end you want to provide some more items, nested list. So what we have to do now? Another ordered list. So here again you have to give what? OL. So in this OL, you are writing the list of items. Like the front end will contain HTML and then LI list of item, CSS and again LI list of item, JavaScript. So wherever you want one more sublist, again you start OL and inside that write the LI items. That's it. So once again I'm resaving it. Go to the browser and then just refresh it. We got it or not? Yes or no? So like this we can add what? Background color as well as the nested list. Suppose here you want unordered list. This is what combination of ordered and ordered, same, it is single combination. Same thing if you want in the nested unordered list. Here I am writing again one more heading H2 and I am writing like nested, ordered and unordered. I am writing here. So here what I am writing nested, ordered and unordered means here again I am writing like well list of items and here I am writing like some more list of items like LI. In this LI list of items, I will be providing some mobile and then I will be writing some desktop and again I will be writing some laptop. Like this, I wrote few items. Sorry, LI I have to write LI and here I'm writing like laptop. So this is what just a simple order unordered list. Now in this you want to create some one more nested list, but this time we are creating in unordered ordered we want. So here what we have to write OL. So we can do like this combination also. In this OL, okay, different types of companies or brands which are
जाने
you
जा
are
रहा है एकदम चढ़ना जा रहा है
something someone online. Do you have any questions? Someone has unmuted. Please check once. If you have any question, please let me know. So here in the list of items OL we are going to write like, suppose there are different types of laptops now available. Suppose a Lenovo laptop, and then here Dell laptop, and also we are writing one more list of item like Apple, so something different companies of laptops. So now what we did, first we started with what, UL, unordered list. In that list of items are mobile, desktop, and then what, laptop. And in this we are writing the ordered list, that is Lenovo, Dell, and then what, Apple. So we wrote the combination. So see how the output will come. Previously it is this what we got. Again we got what, nested ordered and unordered list. This is like unordered mobile, desktop, and laptop. In the desktop again we wrote what, Lenovo, Dell, and Apple. Got it? So this is like combination of both nested, ordered, and unordered list. Clear everyone? So like this we can write background color. I'm giving just pink so that it is not, the text also is visible properly. Okay, so like this we can create. Understood everyone? Online students, is it clear everyone about the nested list? Yesterday I told, no, today once again I will be repeating because it's a
Yes, sir.
combination of two more things. So
Yes, like that.
okay, okay, thank you.
So,
So
question,
here,
for the background color, can we do a custom color? Like, if there is some kind of codes we can generate, right?
yes, yes, I already told, no, you can give. There are color codes like in hexadecimal and all, we will be having the color codes and all. So when you are providing the color, as soon as you are giving here in any CSS styles and all, here it will be showing you the color codes also. Not here when we are applying for any other color and all, we will be having the color codes also available, so that
Correct.
we can provide. Yes,
Thank you.
00255, like the combination of three,
Exactly.
green, blue, like that you will be having colors. So you can use the color codes also. Okay, we will see that. You can provide wherever you want. Okay, so this is like nested, ordered, and combination of both the list. So I will show you one example where you can try by yourself. I think yesterday I have given one output, no, one example to do. Okay, see, this is one example that we got. So here we have courses is a, should be coming to the center of page. Okay, and see here this complete text is coming to the center. As of now you cannot create like that because the alignment was little different, you have to learn still something else. So what my question is, you have to create one what, this is ordered or unordered list, ordered list. So here like full stack Java, full stack Python, and then what, Taiga, these three should be what, ordered list. Again in that backend is also ordered list, which is having what, Roman numbers. And again backend is having some other like core Java, advanced, and then what, frameworks. And in UI you have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So and again what is you are having, Python. So database, right? So this is like we have in one more, and again one more, three we have created. Yes or no? Okay, this is one example that you can try. Okay, so if you want you can take the screenshot, and offline students you can take a photo, or you can just note it down so that you can try for the next session. Okay, so if you do examples and assignments only, you will know how to write it. Okay, this is one example assignment on nested ordered list. Online students, you also, if you want, you can note it down, or you can take the screenshot so that you can try for the next session. This is like you are having nested list. Full stack is having backend, and again backend is having one more. And UI is having again HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, done. And next, we have, after ordered and unordered list, we have something called glossary list. So what we have here, so that is, that list will start with a DL, data definition list. We will be having here data list. Here you will be having DD for the data description, and DT for what, data term. So like this you will be having. So now how this is used as, like displaying as some, something like a caption or abbreviation. Something HTML is your list of item, or DT. What is that you are describing about that? Like HTML means hypertext markup language. Like for any movies also, they will give the movie name and they will give some quotation, right? Or for any hero or anyone, they will give some star name and some style name for them, right? Some like that. Whenever you wanted to, tea, if you are giving tea, a hot drink, something like Pepsi, it's a cool drink, like that. When you want to tell some information, so that as soon as they see the description, they will understand what is that about. So for that we will be using what, this glossary list. Okay, for this data term, data definition will be there, that we are going to give. So how we are going to write? We will be writing with DL. Inside the DL, like OL, we will be writing the further description, and you will be writing the data term. What is your term? Open and close. And then you will be providing the description of the item. So like this, you again, you will be closing the DL. So automatically it will be coming as a description for you. So how, I will show one example to you. Okay, something like this. HTML means what? Hypertext markup language. CSS means what? Cascading style sheets. So JS means what? JavaScript. Coffee means what? A black hot drink. Something like that. If you wanted to display like this some abbreviation, then we will be using what? Data definition list, DD list, that we will be going to tell. So now let us write that in example. So I'm going to take one new example here. Okay, so we are going to write a new file. Like I'm going to write like data definition list dot html. So now here we are going to write like html, and then here inside this html you are going to write the body tag. So inside the body tag, you wanted to display some list. So data definition list, if you want, you can give some heading, or directly we can write. So DL I am writing, and like OLUL, here what we are writing? DL. And inside this, I'm going to write like first data term. Okay, so what is data term? So what I wrote like T, if you want to write T. And then here, it's a definition you are writing in which tag? DD. DD means like you are writing like a hot drink. Something, you can give a message. And again, you are writing one more. So this DL, if you want, here again you will be writing one more term, DT. like you are going to write some cool drink or something, just I'm just mentioning. And then here dt, and then dd, data definition, and then you are writing a cool drink. So like this you will be mentioning. So now let us save this and execute this. So did we get like this? Automatically the space is arranged. I did not give the space, no. Tea, a hot drink. Pepsi, a cool drink. Automatically it will be arranged with what? Some space like this. So if you are using DT and then what? D, DT stands for data term. Okay. And DD stands for data definition. Okay. When you wanted to write the comment, you can also write the comments also. So I'm just making the note here. So DT stands for here data term, and DD stands for here data definition. Okay, so like this you can write. We will be getting like how the output is. Okay, now if you want to still add one more, I will be adding one more also. See here, we wrote the DL. I'm writing one more DL, and here inside this DL I'm going to mention like again DT, data term. So as I said, right, we can write CSS, and its definition is what? DD, data definition. I'm writing like cascading style sheets. This is one. You need not give space. Automatically the space will come if you write however you give. And then again DT, again I'm writing data term. So I'm going to write like HTML, and here I'm writing like DD hyper text markup language. Okay, I'm going to save this. Now go back to the browser and I'm refreshing it. We got how many ever we want, we can write it, no problem. Is it clear? Okay. So, okay, this is about, and from today, yes, I will be sharing notes. They will be creating the link. I will be sharing the notes for everyone from today so that you can just follow and see the text file and whatever examples we are doing from day one, from demo one session, you can go through it. Okay, so clear everyone. Now here in this we can also add the combinations of ordered and unordered list, whatever you have learned. If you see the output that I have shown you, it is like it is having the combination, right? Whatever I have shown you now here, if you see this output, this is displaying cascading style sheet. Again we have what? Internal cs and external css as 1 and 2. That means what? We wrote the combination of both. So just to be ఎక్కడ ordered list కావాలంటే, if you want ordered list you can give ol and write. Whenever you want unordered list you can give ul and write it, just like that. Okay, so you can create this. These are the three types of list we have: ordered list, unordered list, and glossary list. Ordered means ol and the list of items are li. Unordered means ul and list of items, and you can use both the combinations also. And data definition list means this: dd, dt, and then dl we will be having. Clear everyone? Okay, so clear everyone. Any doubts are there in the list? So specifically in CSS, and I will tell some style tags also, where you can apply separate color for the text, background color, whatever you want. You can add some colors to the list of items. So these are some tags that we have here in the list of items. So like this, you can try different list of items for this list. Okay, like this, a simple example, whatever you want. So you try the combination like whatever I have given. Clear? So far, any questions are there? Both online and offline students, any questions do you have? Hmm. ఏంటది? సో అవి సపరేట్గా క్యాప్షన్ కావాల్సినప్పుడే మనం యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఆల్రెడీ డిఎల్ అని ఇస్తున్నాం కదా, సో దానికి డిఎల్ డిటి డిడి మాత్రం యూజ్ చేస్తాం అంతే. మనకి నెంబర్స్ కావాలి అనుకుంటే వీ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ అగైన్ ఓఎల్ ఓన్లీ, అంతే. Okay, so now the next one that we are going to learn is after the list of items. Next, we are going to learn about some table list. So here we are all seeing about the application tags. Actually, these are all what after presentation we are seeing what application tags. In the application tag, we have seen about what list we have seen, and next we are going to see about what table tag. What is that table tag? So what does this table tag is used for? So you know table means what? Which contains rows and columns, right? So whenever you want to create anything which you want some particular rows and columns, then we will be using which tag? Table tag. So what does this table tag contains? So the table tag is represented with table. What is that? Table. Okay, so any questions? Okay, so the table tag will be there. So this is like the main tag for the table. So few tags will have parent and child tags. If you see ordered and unordered list, OL is for is a parent tag, OL is having LI as what? Child tag. In the same way, if you want to create one table, table is what? The parent. And after this, what the table contains row. What does table contain? Row. So TR represents the table row. What does it represent? Table row. And again TD represents what? Table data. TR and what? TD. And you have one more tag along with TR, TD, TH. TH stands for table heading. What is the table heading? So if you consider any table, table will be having headings, right? Serial number, name, like marks, subject, whatever it is, it will be having headings, no? Address, mobile number, and all. So TD and TH are almost same, used for writing table data. But whenever you write any content between TH tag, it will come as a heading in bold. In the bold, there should be some difference, right? Headings will be in the bold format. So for the table, in the first row, whenever you want heading, you will use what? TH. Remaining all, you will be using what? TD. Understood? And afterwards, again, you will be closing them. TR, TD, and what? TH. Clear, everyone? Table tag, table row, table data, and then what? Table heading. So now let us write one example on this. So how we will be starting HTML, like everything we will see here. Now I'm going to create one new file here, table one.html. I'm writing. So now let us write the HTML tag. and inside the HTML tag I'm going to write the body tag, and inside the body tag we are going to write which one? Table tag. And here if you want any heading you can give the heading h2, and you can write like example of table tag, just, and then here you're writing the text. So now here in this is the open and close what? Table. So how we wrote OL and OL closed in between list of items, in the same way table open and table closed we wrote. And here first we are starting with what? TR. TR stands for what? Table row. So again, so in the first row what you want? So how many THs you are writing, that many columns are automatically created. So now here I am writing in the TH, okay, serial number, or you can write like a id, student id, SID as heading. Again I am writing TH, student name. Again I am writing here TH, student course name. And again I am writing like TH, student city where he is staying. Okay, and these are the columns I have given now. And I am going to save this once, and I'm going to execute once. See all of you how does it comes. Okay, we are getting, but can we see the columns and rows lines? No, it is not visible, but it is coming with some proper spaces as bold. Since we have given th, it is coming in what? Bold. So how to
Madam,
give the lines to the table? Yes, one second, we have to use the attribute called border. What is that? Border. And when you give here border is equal to some 2 or 3, now I'm going to save this and then go back to the browser once again and refresh. Can you see the lines now? Yes. Yes, someone is asking some question. Can you please?
మేడం టోటల్ లైన్ రావాలంటే ఏ ట్యాగ్ యూజ్ చేయాలి మేడం?
Which one?
ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ టేబుల్ ట్యాగ్ ఉంది కదా మేడం,
Okay.
దాని కింద లైన్ రావాలంటే పెద్ద లైన్.
Okay, so whenever you want some separation line in the HTML, there is a tag called HR, horizontal rule. For that, if you are giving, you will be getting one horizontal line. So that is HR. So these are like when we complete tags, we will see some special tags. These are all related when flow we are going. So such tags we will be using. So HR, if I write, then you will be getting one horizontal line. Can you see this? One line has come. So when you learn in after this, when we start CSS and all, we will add some additional properties. What, like you can make the line color thick, everything you can increase. So what we are learning first, the basics of HTML to write tags. In CSS we will learn all the styles. CSS is nothing like HTML, you will not touch again, nothing like that. We are adding some additional thing to the HTML. CSS also is included with what? HTML only. We will be adding separately some styles to it. That's it. Colors, everything, images, font styles, everything we will be applying in the CSS. Okay. Alignment, everything we can do much better using the CSS and all. Clear? Okay. Someone has asked me, is it clear? We have to use a HR tag.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
Okay, yes. So the HR tag will be used for adding the horizontal line. Anywhere you want you can type HR. That is also a tag which doesn't have the closing tag. You can write a single tag. One is the break tag and the other one is what? HR tag. So HR is for the horizontal rule. And here we are giving like SID, S name, and the student course name, and then what we are giving? City. Since I wrote this with TH, it is coming in what? Bold format. It is coming in bold format. Now whenever you feel you're done with the number of columns, you can close what? TR. One row is completed. Again, if you want second row, again you have to start with what? TR. Again you will be writing tr. Here you will be writing what? Td. Now I am writing td. That means what? Table data. So the table data I am writing like so. Serial number is what? 1. I have to follow this order, right? This is first heading, second, third, and then fourth. Correspondingly we have to write again in the same way. Td, s you are writing sid, and then again td. I'm going to write the student name. Suppose I'm writing the student name as Likita, and then I'm going to write again td and the student course name. Suppose I'm writing like full stack, and then again I'm writing next what we have to write? City. City, let us say it is what? Hyderabad. So like this we are going to write. So now when you see 4 columns are there, we have given again what? 4 columns. I'm going to resave it and then go back to the browser and just refresh the page. We got or not? 1, Likita, full stack, and then what? Hyderabad. Got it? So, like this, whenever you are increasing, it will go on. By mistake, if you missed some row because you forgot to give TD, it won't give you any error, any syntax error or something, but the output will be like this. There is no value because you have not provided the city, it won't display. That's it. If you are adding, it will be displayed, otherwise no. Or by mistake you have added one more extra column, that is the mobile number you are giving, some mobile number. Okay, save this and then go back here and then refresh. What we got? One more column is added. TD is for just the table data, but heading is not there. Okay, we can add upon that heading. So how to add it? In the th, we have written city, no? We will write one more th, and we will be writing here in the th mobile number. What is that? Mobile number. Let us save this and go back to the browser and then refresh. We got? Yes. So how many THs are there? Those many TDs will be giving. If you are giving the wrong count also, it won't give you any error, but it will be for viewing improper. So if it is now proper SID, S name, and student course name, city, and then what? Mobile number. Clear? Understood? Because we gave the border, we are getting the border for our table. But generally when we develop some real-time applications, you will see the login, enter username, enter password, and click on submit button. Yes or no? Will you see? Those are all created with the table, but they make border as what? 0. That's why the lines are not visible, but it won't look right when you create one application. If it is in the table format, lines and all, you don't want those lines, so we'll make what? Border as 0. For this example also, if I'm giving border as 0, will it be displayed? No. So I can give, if you see, there is no border of the table. So like that we can add the border whatever you want. Clear everyone? So table is the main root tag and it has one attribute border. Still we have, I will be telling, tr is for table row, th is for table heading, and td is for what? Table data. Clear? అర్థమైంది? And then next we have two more attributes for the table. Okay, what are the two attributes? First, the attribute of the table we have seen, that is border. You can give different values for the border, 1 2, or you can also give 0 for the border. And then we have two more attributes, that is cell spacing and cell padding. These are the two attributes we have, cell spacing and cell padding. So what does this cell spacing will do? It will give space between two cells. Between what? Two cells. And cell padding means what? It will give the space between text and border of the cell. Text and what? Border of cell. So that means what? If you see the output here, suppose I am giving here border 1, let us save this and refresh it. So there you can see some individual boxes now here. Can you see? So cell spacing means the space between these two cells. SID and SNAME is in separate boxes, right? So that space between two cells. Cell padding means this is one complete cell. Yes or no? How much space you want between this text to the end each and every border of it. Understood? Spacing means between this gap. Padding means what? Between the text and to the border. How much space you want in the inside cell. That is what cell padding. Now I will show both together. See, first I will be adding one more attribute, that is cell spacing, and I'm giving equal to 5. I'm going to save this, go back to the browser and then refresh. Can you see the gap? Again I'm giving like 10. Can you see again? See how much gap? Did we get or not? The text box size is not changed. Only the space between the cells have been changed. Now I will be writing here cell padding. So in this cell padding, I'm going to give like some 5. Now you observe the difference. I'm saving. Did we get the space? So that is padding means the space between the text and the border in all the sides. Again, I'm giving here the cell padding is something like 15. Save this, go back here, refresh. Did we get space? Yes. So it will be increasing. Spacing means between the cells. Padding means between the text and the border of the cell. That is the difference between spacing and padding. So these are the mainly three important attributes we have for the table tag. Okay. Table border, cell spacing, and then what cell? Padding. So here this is how we created. Okay, if you want you can just make a note here what is spacing and padding, text and the border of the cell. Those who want to make a note, you can make a note. We will see one more table also creating. After seeing one more table today, we will see like in tomorrow's session also row span and column spanning. That is also very important. Row span and column span means what? For suppose a student table you are creating. In student table, student will have subject and he will have marks, right? Let us say subject is one column, but he will have different subjects, no, math, science and all. Single row has to be divided again into sub rows. Suppose a person mobile number is there, there is always like he can have two mobile numbers, no. So the mobile number column has to be divided into again sub column, and spanning and ఏంటంటే single column or single row will be divided into again multiple rows. That is what is called spanning. That spanning we can do for both row as well as column also. అందరికి అర్థమవుతుందా అండి? Done? Done, no? Okay. So we can create any tables that we want. Okay, so let us create one more example also using table tag. So here I'm going to create one more table so that you will be understanding it better. So I'm creating like table and then 2.html, and here I'm going to write in html and then the body tag. So here you're writing the body tag, and let us add some bg color for the background. Bg color is equal to, I'm just giving some pink light color, and close the body tag. And inside the body tag I'm going to create one table again, table, and here I'm going to create one row. Tr represents what? Table row. And here I'm using the attributes like table border is equal to, I'm giving like 1, and then cell spacing also I'm giving like cell spacing is equal to some 4 something. And also cell padding, you have to give spaces between each and every attribute. No need to put comma or something. If a tag is containing multiple attributes, you can give them what? Spaces in between. Okay, each and every attribute will have what? One space. And then cell padding is equal to, also I'm giving some 6 or something. Okay, that is a table, just main. And again in the first row we are going to write here the td. Okay, in this I'm going to write like emp id. Sorry, I'm going to write the heading here. First I will write what? Table heading th, and in this emp id, and again th, emp what? Name, and then again th. Okay, you're writing like department, which department he is, and then again th and his salary. Like this we are writing. And one more table heading th. How many you want, you can write mobile number. That's it. Okay, so like this you are creating. Now when you run this, how it will display? So this is the background color, and this is what? Table. Now here, if you want, you can add some particular color to your row or to the complete table. So for adding color to complete table, like you can give here bg color is equal to, and here you want to give some color, you can give the color here, some color name, and that will apply that color. And then let us see here now the difference. I'm going to run here. It's not applied still. Okay, spelling was wrong. BG color. Table color changed. If you are applying for body, it will apply for complete body of the page. If you are giving for BG color, it will come for only for table tag. Okay. Now let us write one more row with the tr tag, and inside this tr tag we are going to write what? Td tag. And in this td tag I am going to write the employee id is 101, and then I'm going to write the employee name. Suppose I'm writing the employee name as like Sai, and then I'm going to write like next what? ID, name, and department salary also is there. So department, I'm going to write like electrical department, and then td. So after electrical you will be okay, salary, some salary you can give. And then what is the next last one? Mobile number. So mobile number, save this. And now again I'm going to execute that. So you are getting one more row like this. So now like this you can add any number of rows. I'm just copying this tr multiple times, so it will be creating multiple rows. I'm going to save this, go back, just I have copied paste. We got, see how many ever rows we want. Clear? Now in each and every row you want some particular color. There are so many rows here, no? So now each and every row you want particular color. So here you can give here also, like bg color is equal to, I'm going to give like pink. And again in the one row I'm going to give like bg color is equal to, so I'm giving like green. Now I'm saving this, go back here and then refresh it. What we got? Green color. So like this, whatever we are adding, you will be getting that color. So already background color is pink, so it is not shown. I'm giving orange. Save this, go back here, refresh. We got? Yes. So if you want specifically, you can give complete table one color, column row wise also you can give one color. In the same way, any particular column you want some color, there you use bg color. Bg color is equal to, I'm writing like what? Yellow. Means you want to highlight what? The salary. So now I'm going to save this, go back and then refresh. We got or not? So the BG color attribute can be given for body tag, table tag, TR tag, wherever you want, you can provide for that particular item. So for that, background color will be changed. In CSS, when we learn, instead of writing for everything, we can write all ones together and we can run it. Okay, so that code will be less, because in every row you want a color, in even rows one color and odd rows one color, those also possible with the css, but that we'll see little later. Clear now? Is it clear everyone, online students, about how we wrote the table tr and then what? Td tags. So here we wrote the bg color. Wherever you want as a background color, you will be writing it as what? Attribute. Did you understand how to write attribute? For tag opening and closing, after writing tag, give some space and write bg color, whatever attribute you want. BG color is equal to what? Orange. Clear? All of you? Okay. అందరికి అర్థమవుతుందా అండి? ఓకే. Online students, is it clear everyone? Okay. Okay. So what do you mean by how many borders? 2 means 0 to. You can give any number. Border size, thickness will be there now. If you give 10, 20, 30, it will be coming very thick. But it won't look good, no? So we will be giving how much ever we want. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Border. Okay, from 0 it will be there, you can give any number, no problem. But if you give very high, 3 4 only will look thick, no? If you give very high, the border will not be good. So whatever you want you can give. Hmm. ఏంటది? రోకి ఇవ్వడమే. టీఆర్కి ఇస్తానంటే మొత్తం రో అంతా మారిపోతుంది కదా. ఏ ఏ ఎక్కడ ఇవ్వను చెప్పండి? దేనికి కలర్ కావాలి మీకు? ఆ, ఎట్లా ఈ టీడీ మొత్తానికా? సో అట్లా పాసిబుల్, ఎందుకంటే టీడీ అనేది లోయెస్ట్ చైల్డ్ సింగిల్ ఎలిమెంట్ కదా. సో రో అన్నప్పుడు ఏంటి? రో పేరెంట్ ఎలిమెంట్. రోలో కాలమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, డిఫరెంట్ కాలమ్స్. సో కంప్లీట్ రోకి మాత్రం మనం అప్లై చేయగలం. టీడీ అనేది డిఫరెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ టీడీస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఇదొక రో సపరేట్ కదా. సో ఇట్లా సపరేట్గా టీడీకి అప్లై చేయలేం మనం. సో దీనికి అప్లై, టీడీకి మాత్రమే అప్లై చేయాలంటే మనం సిఎస్ఎస్ స్టైల్స్లో అప్లై చేయగలం. సో ఎట్లా అంటే స్టైల్ ట్యాగ్ అని ఉంటుంది. వీ హ్యావ్ ఇన్ సిఎస్ఎస్ స్టైల్ ట్యాగ్. వేర్ ఎవర్ టీడీ ఈస్ దర్ యూ వాంట్ టు అప్లై సమ్ పర్టికులర్ కలర్ మీన్స్ దట్ ఈస్ పాసిబుల్ త్రూ ద సిఎస్ఎస్. ఇప్పుడు చెప్తే మీకు కొంచెం స్టైల్ ట్యాగ్ అంటే ఏంటి, సిఎస్ఎస్ అంటే ఏంటి అనేది అర్థం కాదు. సో వెన్ వీ లర్న్ ఇన్ సిఎస్ఎస్ ఇట్లా మీరు కోరుకున్న స్టైల్స్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. అండ్ ఆల్సో there are borders, right? Two borders are there if you observe. For every cell one border is there, and outer completely one border is there. You can collapse the borders also. ఈ ప్రతి సెల్ కి ఒక బోర్డర్ ఉంది కదా, దట్ బోర్డర్ కెన్ బి రిమూవ్డ్ కొలాప్స్డ్ బై యూజింగ్ బోర్డర్ కొలాప్స్. ఎట్లా మీరు కోరుకున్నట్టు స్టైల్స్ ఇవ్వాలి అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో టు నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్స్, దట్ ఈస్ సిఎస్ఎస్. ఓకే, but as of now, though, if you want to show, I will be showing just for your understanding purpose. Here you will be writing the style tag, and here inside this style you will be writing wherever tr or td tag is there, you want to apply some color, then you will be applying the color, like the background color colon. I'm going to give like complete, these are all tds, no? Okay, so every td will be getting that color, all the tds, wherever td tag is there, that complete td will be getting some color. Okay, and now you want for a particular td only, means you have to give some selectors. Still I have to tell so much, అంటే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతారని చెప్పట్లేదు, మనకి మనం సెలెక్టార్స్ ఇచ్చుకోవాలి, ఇచ్చి పర్టికులర్ ఐడీస్కి మాత్రమే ఇవ్వాలి. దట్ విల్ సీ లేటర్, it will be confused for you. But don't worry, every style you will be learning step by step. Don't worry like that. Maybe you will be knowing something else already, so that this is not taught, అది చెప్పలేదు ఇది చెప్పలేదు అనుకోవచ్చు. బట్ అంతా మీరు హెచ్టిఎంఎల్ సిఎస్ఎస్ అయ్యేసరికి మొత్తం అంతా నేర్చుకుంటారు. ఓకే, we will go in particular flow. Okay.